Each week, I'm going to highlight the one person I am most fascinated by for the upcoming slate of games in a segment we call Schrager's Guy. It could be a player, it could be a coach, it could be an agent, it could be anybody in the NFL ecosystem. And if you've watched our show over the last 12 months, you know we've ranted and raved about the offensive wizardry of a lot of these young offensive-minded coaches. Kyle Shanahan's brilliance, Sean McVay's memory, Matt Nagy's quarterback whispering. My guy this week might be the one that is the best of all of them and yet is never mentioned in the same breath. Yes, my guy is Dolphins head coach Adam Gase.
Do it.
There he is. Not many smiles when you search for Adam Gase, and that's okay. The Chiefs and the Rams, they're all the rave this week. But guess what? The Dolphins, they're 3-0 also. And dating back to 2016, their coach has won 10 of 11 games when his starting quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, is under center. You might not remember this, but when Ryan Tannehill went down in Week 14 of the 2016 season, Miami was 8-5, playing as good a brand of football as anyone in the league. Then he goes down, and Matt Moore and TJ Yates played in the playoff game against the Steelers, and that was all she wrote. Last year, Tannehill was all out, and I saw the Dolphins, they were down too. Absolute mess. And yet, Gase somehow kept this team together. Think about what they went through. A hurricane to start the year, a last-second phone call to Jay Cutler to try to salvage the season, and a veteran linebacker went AWOL on a trip to the West Coast. And yet, here we are, 3 weeks into the 2018 season, and there the Dolphins are. Yet to play on anything close to a national television stage, but 3-0 and one of just 3 teams to do so. We rave about the Chiefs. We love the Rams. What about these guys? How are they doing it? They're doing it with creativity. They're doing it with good defense. They're doing it with an inspiring brand of football that links to a quarterback who never gets his due with a coach who gets even less. Consider this. Sunday marked just the 16th game that Gase coached Tannehill. All right?
Wow.
And over those 16 games, Tannehill is 7th in passer rating, 3rd in completion percentage, and has an 11-5 record as a quarterback. These two could be McVay and Goff. They could be all that. They're finally together, which leads to Sunday. Sunday! Brady, Belichick, Foxborough. Something has to give. And a win would give Gase, Tannehill, and the upstart Dolphins a 3-game lead in the division. And if you want to look at it a different way, a victory in Foxborough would give them basically a 4-game lead in the division. The Patriots have won 10 of 11 division titles. You can also say the Patriots have won 9 straight division titles. But that's yesteryear. New England's been slow out of the gates. The Dolphins, they've been anything but. I know Shanahan steered the Falcons to a Super Bowl. I know McVay's won Coach of the Year. And I know Matt Nagy is the most popular man in Chicago. But none of those coaches have as much riding on a game this weekend as Adam Gase. Win this one, and the Dolphins, they're in the driver's seat in that AFC East. And maybe, just maybe, we'll have to give him and that team a little respect on our show.
Hey! Peter, what's his personality? Tell us more about Adam Gase's personality.
Not warm and fuzzy. Not warm and fuzzy, and I think that works for what they've got going. I mean,
Is that a smile? He looks nice.
He looks nice-ish, but Gase is not going to give you some soft love and kitty gloves. He's going to be hard on you, and Tannehill maybe needed that. Ryan Tannehill is playing as good as any quarterback in the league right now. Maybe outside Patrick Mahomes, but we don't even talk about it because we're kind of bored by the name Tannehill.
Gase, now knowing him and not diving too much into your relationship and too much into your personal conversations, but when Jay Ajayi was shipped off and now Jarvis Landry and then Ndamukong Suh and guys started moving around and everybody was saying, what the hell is Adam Gase doing? Like the conversations that you had with him, what was his response to all that?
It wasn't like it was his decision, but he's basically saying locker room is a great place to be. The chemistry is right. Amendola's huge. Gase is huge. And, of course, Frank Gore adds a lot.
Does he care about the noise and what people think about him?
Can I just put somebody on the map? Maybe I'll talk about Xavier Howard.
He's amazing.
Xavier Howard, a lot of questions
the best defensive backs in the league.
He has 3 interceptions to start this season.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the Patriots, you're worried about how you're going to get past Xavier Howard.
Absolutely. Dolphins are for real.